I'm going to show you today how to use a NPC head with your character in Divinity Original Sin. You'll need the lstools download, which I'm showing you here, but I'll link to that in the video description. And once you download it, you'll have this basically in a zip file. You'll need to extract this folder somewhere so you can run the program. What I'm doing is putting it into my Divinity Original Sin folder, as you can see here on the left. Checking to see all the files there. I have an extra folder, which I'll show you in a second why I'm creating that. So create the folder, so you see that it's just a new folder. There's nothing special about it, the name or anything. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to run the program that I just downloaded. So now I'm running the program. What you'll need to choose is Unpack pack/lsv file, which will be a pack file in this case. I'm going to navigate to my, not the mods directory, but the data directory, and you'll find Main.pak. That is the file you'll want to extract. And what you want to do is put that into that Unpack folder we created a second ago, which will be underneath the lstools folder, and then there's Unpack folder. So you go ahead and do that. This takes a while. Okay, so when that's done, you'll be done with this program. It's done what it needed to. And then you can go to the directory we just created. So under Unpack now you'll see that there's a mods and a public folder. In mods will be main character creation. And now you'll see class presets and a HenchManPresets. And again, this is underneath mods main character creation. Now if you go to Henchman properties, you'll see a bunch of files here that don't really have very meaningful names, but if you search through them, you'll find names you'll recognize from the game. So I'm going to open this one right here, and you'll look, if I search through it, I'm going to find Eldril, who's one of the hireables you can find in the game. So you see his name right there. In this file, it's got all the attributes, items, things like that you can see in other tutorials how to create henchmen using this same exact format. But we don't need to change anything for this. I'm just using this as an example. It doesn't have to be this one in particular. So what we do after that is go up into the Divinity Original Sin folder, the base folder again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to create a folder structure underneath the data directory. I've already created this. I've got it on my desktop here. It's the mods folder. You'll see I've got empty folders that have the path Mods Main CharacterCreation ClassPresets. So I'm going to go into that and copy and paste that into this directory. So again, it's just an empty file structure. But we're going to put that Eldril file from the Unpack folder into this directory. Open a new window with the lstools directory. Now you see on the left I have my Unpack directory, and on the right I have my main game directory. So I'm going to go down into the HenchManPresets file. On the right I'll go into the associated directory here, ClassPresets. So I'm going to copy the Henchman preset I opened earlier into the ClassPresets directory. So this is the only file I've actually added. Everything else is just empty folders. And again, you'll see that this is the same file. I search for Eldril, and there's Eldril right there. So now that I've done this, we should be able to actually see this character in the game. So you're going to get this message when you start the game. It's telling you basically you've modified your files and you will not be able to play multiplayer. Other people have commented, I believe, that if you undo what we've done, you'll be fine. You can always verify your Steam files if you need to do it the manual way, but otherwise you can just delete that file. So now we're in the character creation screen, and you'll see over here if I change the classes, I'm gonna see something weird there, which is if you notice the name is set to Eldril because that was in that file we used, and its class is set to wizard. Oddly enough, he has no clothes, and you see some of his stats look kind of broken. Right here I'm cycling through the male heads, so you can see that there's several to pick from, but I'm going to use this bearded looking guy here with the blue hair. You can see his description down there in the bottom is what the NPC description had in the game. now I can pick any of the default classes, like witch or something, and I can just basically use this appearance in any normal starting character.
Careful. I've spotted it. Hold! Have I got anything that needs a good fire?
And change the skin tone. If you'll notice here, the NPC heads don't exactly go with the regular created character hair. So see there's some weird like ridges where I think the hair texture is missing basically. You can pick hair that covers their head, but there's a little clipping on the ears with this one. There's a few, like this one works and this one works pretty well. This looks like he has a high forehead. That's basically it, and you'll see on the right side I still just have a generic character. For whatever reason, and that changed with the latest patch, it seems like you'll only see the NPC head on one or the other. You won't see it on both. If you want to use two NPC heads, this doesn't really fix it. As you can see here, I'm able to play as a character with a NPC appearance. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick a regular starting class. Doesn't really matter, I'm not going to use this character, but just for showing you in the game what this will look like. Okay, so once we start the game, you'll see that indeed I do have a character that works normally and like any other character, but it's using the different appearance. Basically that's it. If you want to use NPC appearance, the female heads work just as well, even though I didn't show them here. But thanks for watching.